Are you considering a move to Palm Springs and wondering if there are things to consider before moving here? Let me go over 10 negatives that you may want to know. Palm Springs lies on the western edge of the Coachella Valley in central Riverside County, approximately 107 miles east of Los Angeles. It is within the ecological area known as Colorado Desert and is 487 feet above sea level. Rising behind the downtown is the impressive Mount San Jacinto. The elevation is 10,831 feet. Palm Springs covers a geographical area of 96 square miles with well-established neighborhoods. Recently, there has been a fascination with mid-century modern architecture, something that Palm Springs is proud to have as part of its mix of eclectic design styles. Because it is only a 2-hour drive from Los Angeles, Orange County, and San Diego, there are a large number of second homes in Palm Springs. Approximately 1 million tourists stay in hotels in Palm Springs annually, while another 600,000 visitors stay in non-hotel accommodations. They are no doubt attracted by the weather, which includes some 350 days of sunshine. And for those fortunate enough to call Palm Springs home, the city boasts many parks, recreational facilities, including a municipal golf course, tennis courts, and a public Olympic-sized pool. If you enjoy being active, there are several hiking trails, bike routes, a water park, and horseback riding. Don't forget to check out the city's library and museums. From the desert floor, you can travel 8,500 feet up Mount San Jacinto aboard the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway as it makes the very scenic trip to the mountain station just in about 15 minutes. In downtown Palm Springs, the palm trees grow tall and straight along the city's main drag, Palm Canyon Drive. That's where the city's many parades and festivals are staged. You can cruise down the street to find antique shops, art galleries, boutiques, restaurants, and nightclubs, and you just may find something that catches your eye. Better yet, you can enjoy downtown on foot and see the names of many Hollywood legends that grace the Walk of Stars. Once the trendy playground of Hollywood stars, Palm Springs maintains its chic charm. Okay, sounds pretty wonderful, right? Well, nothing is perfect, so let's talk about some things that you may think are negatives here in our beautiful Greater Palm Springs area. Hi, I'm Kim Bloch, local realtor who loves helping buyers and sellers navigate the market, but I also love sharing all about the Greater Palm Springs area. And if you like knowing all about Palm Springs and the surrounding area, hit that subscribe button, and that way you'll be notified every time I do a new video. You can find my contact information below in the description. Our weather here, for most part, is almost perfect, but we do get hot and steamy in the summer. Thank the weather gods that it's only for a few months, but when it gets hot, it gets plain old hot. This is the time of year that I take advantage of our swimming pool. Yes, 87-degree water in the summer is just perfect for me. Anything lower, I can't even put my big toe in. The hot months here are from July through September, bringing us some triple digits. Everyone survives. We just learn to do things at different times of the day, like mornings and after the sun sets. Thank goodness for air conditioning. I actually like the summertime, not necessarily the heat, but I do appreciate that many of the restaurants have specials and you never have to wait for a table. I guess I'm getting a bit impatient the older I get. So if heat may not be your thing, this might be something you want to think about. Hydration in the summer months here is very important. I always have my little insulated Bubba cup with me at all times. This is actually just as important as always having my purse with me. I said. Okay, leave that out. I hear stories on the news often about hikers getting in trouble for not having enough water with them. Maybe they aren't local and don't realize the importance of it. It's just a good habit to get into when you visit and live here full time. You should also know that we do get some wind events here a few times a year. When I say wind events, it isn't the wind that ruffles your hair a bit. These winds can be haboob type of winds. Before moving here to our beautiful desert, I had never heard the name haboob. And now, since I'm a true blue local and hear the name haboob, I make sure all the windows in my house are closed and try my best not to be on the road. Sometimes you just can't time it though. For those of you who have never heard the word haboob, it's a super windstorm carried on an atmospheric gravity current, also known as a weather front. They occur in dry land regions throughout the world. Thank goodness that these don't happen much because they do cause a mess with sand. Not my favorite, but at least I know to close my windows when I leave during the months that these happen. I learned this the hard way. I can tell you the sand in your house isn't much fun to clean. These wind events like to come to town during the months of June through October, and we only get a couple a year. Did you know that we host the Coachella Music Festival and Stagecoach Festival? This brings the city to life. Some locals complain about the traffic, but personally, I love it. Yes, we do get some traffic, at least that's what some locals like to call it, but people who live in the big cities would more than likely be rolling their eyes at us. It's so fun to see the outfits and decorated cars. As locals, you just know how to get around the traffic this time of the year. It always happens in the month of April. Yes, the grocery stores are full along with the restaurants, but it's only for a short 3 weekends. They are both held at the polo fields. People from all around the world come to see these events. So if you are sensitive to a little bit of traffic certain times of the year, along with the longer lines in the restaurants, then this may not be the place for you. Another negative could be that you really do need a car to get around the Greater Palm Springs area. If you're close to downtown Palm Springs, then it could be walkable to the stores and restaurants, but you would need transportation if you plan on going to the other cities in the desert. There is a bus service and Ubers and of course taxis, but the bus service would be time-consuming and Ubers and taxis could get costly. There isn't much in the way of economic diversity here. Most of the jobs are either in the health industry or hotel and restaurant industry. If you are one of the lucky ones to be working from home, or if you're retired, then it won't be a problem. While Palm Springs is home to several major employers, including healthcare providers, hospitality companies, and golf courses, the job market can still be limited, particularly in certain industries. For example, the tech industry is not as prevalent in Palm Springs as it is in other cities. So as I mentioned, that it does get hot here in the summer, and with that comes higher electric bills. But thankfully, those higher bills for running the electricity is only for a few short months. Another negative may be that the cost of living here in Palm Springs is higher than the national average. Key word is national average. If you compare the cost of living to other cities in California, then our cost of living really isn't that high. Hopefully this helps you decide whether or not the Greater Palm Springs area is a place that you want to be. Now watch this next video on Palm Springs Modernism, Capital of the World.